Hey y'all. Okay, so I'm here a little bit early. You got to get the day started. How are y'all? So today, if you haven't noticed, I have been posting in the community section and telling you guys to stop cooking for these men. Now I'm going to tell you all the ifs. If you're not married, that's number one. If you're not married, you don't need to be cooking for no man unless they came out of your body. That means unless they're your child. Okay. Or unless they have no arms. You don't need to be cooking for no man. Okay. You also need to realize that cooking will not keep a man. Cooking or cleaning or washing laundry will not keep a man. Get that through your mind right now. Okay. Those of you who will beg to differ probably come from a culture that is still mostly male dominated, or that you don't have enough options not to have to cook every night. So, if you like to cook, it doesn't mean you don't cook. It means you don't cook for him. Let's get that clear. So many women have pride and joy for how they can cook, how good they can cook. That's one of their skills they bring to the table. That is not something that should be known until you are married with paperwork and you feel like it. Okay? It is not a flex. Anybody can cook if they follow instructions, because that's literally all it is, and know how to season. Okay? So, I definitely know how. I definitely went to school for culinary arts. So I know how to cook. So before y'all dusty start talking about you can't cook anyway, or most women can't cook anyway, that's not a challenge, sir. We don't care. And I've read a couple of comments that were talking about, oh, well, sometimes a man just wants a home cooked meal like at his mother's house. What, he know where his mama live, or his grandmama, or he know where they serve food that reminds him of his mama's cooking. Okay, there are plenty of restaurants that specialized in home cooked meals. Okay, and I'm telling all this because y'all are doing too much. Y'all are doing too much and getting the least in return. If a man is telling you to cook, eats, doesn't wash the dishes, doesn't buy the groceries, doesn't say thank you, doesn't appreciate all the hard work that you put in, stop. Because y'all are just becoming free labor. And free labor goes unappreciated. So stop doing it. Cook for them kids, cook stuff he don't like, but don't cook for him if he's not doing what you need him to do. Because a lot of women say, well, that's love and that's how you show someone that you love and care for them. Well, isn't a wedding ring, isn't a proposal, isn't paying them bills the same thing? So you showing him you love him by doing all this stuff, and he ain't showing you. Okay. And a lot of times you will cook 3 meals a day and he's still gonna go cheap after he eat. Repeat that because it rhymes. He's still gonna go cheap after he eat. So stop. Y'all are in there burning your fingers, making the house smell like food, dirtying up all them dishes for you to wash after you cook for him, and then he goes somewhere or come home from somewhere after he done did his dirt, and y'all sitting up there with a big old smile on your face, like, my man come home because I cook. Okay, you don't know what he did in between. Now that's why he extra hungry. So stop it. Y'all look stupid. I'm telling you. You might feel like that is a talent and a skill, and if it is, you should be getting paid for it. Okay. Ask anybody who is a chef. They're not cooking for free. That stuff costs money, especially if they're not paying for the groceries. So y'all think y'all keeping something. All y'all doing is keeping them fed for the next one. Okay? Keeping them fed for the next one. He's saving on food and everything. He's like, nah, I'm gonna skip lunch today because I know my girl gonna have some food on the table when I get home. But that way I could save and buy or pay this chick bill or buy this chick a gift. Uh-oh, sprinkle Shakira. She sent me some cash out. Appreciate you. So I'm not getting, don't do all of that. Don't do too much. You can cook for your kids and that's it. Cook enough for you and them. And when you say where kids, oh, the kids was hungry and they ate your portion because sorry, or make something they don't like. Make something they don't like, especially if they're unappreciative of it. And y'all can argue up and down till you blue in the face. If I see you cooking with no ring, I'm calling you Pick Misha straight up. Buying you a t-shirt, sending it to you for Christmas. Okay? That's your name now. If you cook it with no ring on. Okay. And if you do like to cook every once in a while, don't make it every day because that's just going to stress you out. Put more, things on your to-do list that it goes unappreciative. Make your food a treat, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. And everyone else knows how to cook. Y'all can buy instant meals or heat up meals that are already cooked. They sell those pre-cooked meals at the grocery store where all you have to do is pop it in the oven or the air fryer. It's still homemade. Get some of those and hopefully he can figure out the instructions on it. Okay, but that's not your job, ma'am. Because you ain't getting no paycheck, no tax deductions for it. Or you're not even getting raises. So leave the cooking to him. Okay, or take his money and hire a personal chef and have them come in and cook for the week and load up the fridge with those little pre-cooked meals. Like, if he wants some home cooked food, tell him, well, instead of buying groceries and paying for my time, once you hire somebody to come and cook these meals and keep them in the fridge, and every night when you get home, you can put one in the microwave or the oven, and there you go. Because that is not your job as a woman. You have a life. Especially if y'all are married and have kids, or if y'all are just boyfriend and girlfriend and living together, y'all supposed to be going out. Y'all are supposed to be doing other couple things instead of you acting like you already got a ring and a marriage license. Okay? You're not supposed to be in there acting married. You ain't ever probably gonna get married. Okay? And this is why a lot of men don't marry, because they've already been married with no paper and no ring. Well, I used to live with this chick. Think about this. A guy would tell another guy, well, I used to live with this chick and she cooked and cleaned, washed my drawers, did everything a wife's supposed to do, but I never married her. And I broke up and left her for somebody else and they did the same thing for me. So technically, men have literally been married if they've lived with a living girlfriend who cooks and cleans. They've already been married. They're not rushing to no altar to marry you if you already acting like you married to them. There's nothing there for them. I mean, free sex, free food, free laundromat, free maid service, no ring, get up and go when you feel like it. Okay? Y'all are dumb. You said cheat right after you cook. Exactly. I got to go. I'll see you later. Or cheat before they get home to eat your food. They're like, oh, I worked up an appetite. I'm hungry today. Where the food at? Okay, then they're gonna say, oh, I got the itis, I gotta go to bed. Now you in there cooking and cleaning, scrubbing pots and dishes while he sleep with a smile on his face, belly full, and he just got some on his way home. And you in there looking stupid, smiling. I knew my man came home. Okay, y'all dumb. Stop doing that. Now he might not be doing all those bad things. He might be a good, decent man that works hard, that comes home and expects, keyword expect, a good meal. Well, he can expect a pre-cooked good meal from the grocery store he could put up in the microwave or in the oven. He can expect that at the most every night if he supplies the money to buy such pre-cooked meal. Okay? But it's not your job to be there every night preparing and cooking and chopping and frying and sauteing for this man especially if he ain't got no um, ring on your finger, or if he's not paying all the bills. Okay, that's just dumb. And they say women are supposed to be smart. Well, y'all need to figure this one out and cook for them kids all you want, because unless they don't know how to cook, they can't really fend for themselves, and they ain't do nothing to you. And they depend on you as a mother. But that man, if he's not doing what you need him to do, and you're not 100% satisfied with a smile on your face, then don't cook or clean. And when I say clean, I don't mean don't clean up behind you or your children. I mean don't clean up for him or behind him. Okay? If he dropping stuff on the floor, dirtying up stuff because he knows you're gonna come rush behind him and wipe it up, stop doing it. I know a lot of you ladies have not lived with a man before, and you say, I'm going to wait till marriage to move in. Okay, you're going to be mad right after marriage, because living with a man is kind of gross, because they're not like women. A lot of men aren't as organized as women. They leave stuff everywhere. They drop stuff. It's kind of like they're territorial, how they use the toilet, all that kind of stuff. You're going to be mad if you wait a long time before you live with a man. Then when you get married, you're going to be like, I got to keep the peace. I got to shut up. I can't tell. It's going to drive you crazy. So don't be his Roomba. You know, that little vacuum that follow and go up and clean up everything after somebody drops up. Don't be that. Don't do it. If he spills something, if he got crumbs on the floor, let them crumbs stay there. Unless you have like a baby that can get into it. If your kids are old enough, leave them crumbs right there. If he leave a plate somewhere, leave the plate right there, or put it on wherever his stuff is. You know, don't do it. So I know there are some traditions and some women that come from like families that are really big on cooking. Great, cook for you and your kids, or cook stuff he don't like, or burn it if you don't want to cook at all. Okay, and tell him where other food is. Tell him he know how to cook. Tell him they got YouTube videos on how to make food. There is no reason why he should be starving and hungry and expecting you to be his personal chef every day if he ain't paying no bills, if he ain't got no ring on your finger, or if you tired. All right. Your friend called you out for not dating while you're leveling up and said you won't find nobody. I'm so focused on me. Should I date while leveling up? If you want to, you know, that all depends on what you're doing and why you're dating. See, I always tell people, why are you dating? Do you have a purpose? Do you have a goal? You don't date just to date, man. Otherwise, you get caught up. You get caught up in your feelings. You get caught up in what they think about you. If you don't have a goal and you say, yes, I'm going on this date, then don't do it. Okay? It all needs to be mental, especially while you're leveling up. So, for example, if you want to go to a certain place that they've invited you to, that's your goal. If you know he's going to give you money, that's your goal. If you know that there's something you can gain from the experience, that's the goal, not him. The man is never the goal. You are the man's goal. He wants you. Okay? You are looking to get something out of it. That's it. If you're dating with any other purpose in mind, good luck to you. Now, and that might sound selfish, but if you think about it in the long run, it helps you as a woman who has not decided or ready to marry or settle with someone. It helps you stay focused and not worried about what some random thinks. Okay? Because some of y'all are so caught up in what someone thought, what you did wrong, why he didn't call back. It's a random dude. Okay, did you get something out of it? Is he going to give you more in the future? Is he adding something more to your life that's good for you that you can use? If not, then why are you sitting up there thinking, and why are you sad that he didn't call back if he didn't have nothing to offer you in the first place? So women get caught up in why he didn't call, why they get caught up in the rejection or the inability to uh, keep a man. That ain't your man yet. That was a random that took you out to eat. Stop investing so much into what they think and ask yourself, did you eat at that nice restaurant? Did you get to wear that beautiful new dress that you got? Did you get to show off your figure that you worked for all week at the gym or whatever? Did you get to show off your nails and hair? Did you meet other people? Do you have a new place to go and freestyle when you're not dating with him? What did you gain? So if you're not setting goals for these dates instead of worrying about what some man thinks, they're supposed to see you and want you and like you more anyway. If they don't do that, what positives did you get from the situation? That's it. Y'all are doing too much. Cooking, cleaning, thinking about what men want from you and all this kind of stuff. Did they like you enough? Why did y'all sound like some super pygmishas out there? Okay. And y'all might not look like one. Y'all might not think or act like one most of the time. But when it comes to those sort of things, y'all are all acting like it. So stop. What's your focus? What's your goal? All right. Don't clean up after no man. In fact, if you can find you a man who likes to clean and cook, great. That's the best thing you can find. And pay bills. Kick up your feet and relax, ladies. Oh, normal sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you get too comfortable cooking and cleaning. It feels natural. It should feel natural when he's not there. It should feel natural when there's a ring on your finger and you feel like it. If you are trained to cook and clean every day for a man, then retrain yourself to cook and clean every day for you. It's foods you like or for you and your kids. Don't cook stuff for him unless he is giving you the lifestyle that you want. Because that makes no sense. Like I said, if he's already been in 5 relationships with women that cook and clean after him, why would he ever want marriage from anyone? Y'all getting it confused. That would be like, this is the equivalent if every relationship you got in, the man gave you a car, a house, and told you that you didn't have to work. If that was every relationship, you wouldn't be in a rush to get married. If you know that everywhere you went, a man would give you all the money you asked for, the man would allow you to not work and give you a car and a house, would you be in a rush to get married? No, you'd be like, everywhere I go, that happened. So I don't need to get married. When I get tired of him, I can leave and go get another one that's gonna buy me a house, car, and pay all these bills. If that's the equivalent of you cooking and cleaning and doing laundry for a man who is not married to you. The equivalent. And that's why they're upset. And that's why they're always talking about these women can't cook, they can't keep no house. Okay, well, we're not supposed to because you're not the husband, sir. And even if you were the husband, you couldn't afford to have a woman that looks like you want cooking and cleaning. Okay. You might can afford her maid, but you ain't gonna be able to afford to make a woman that looks good enough to go get someone who doesn't require that because they can pay for her service. So you need, ladies, to stop if you're trying to get to the altar or to get a ring. Now, if you don't ever want a ring in your life, if you good cooking and cleaning for somebody that could be in and out your life, depending on their mood or who else give them attention, then go ahead. Go ahead and keep doing it. And when he leave, don't be mad. Just understand you was a bed and breakfast, ma'am. A bed and breakfast. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You might as well put a sign up, bread and breakfast. Bed and breakfast, ma'am. Okay. Yes, and you know you messed up if he married you for your cooking and cleaning. You know you messed up. That means if he did not marry you for any other reason besides your domestic skills, guess what? He's probably cheating. Most likely sooner rather than later. And I believe in some cultures, that's why some men get married so that they can have someone to cook, clean, do their laundry, and sleep with whenever they finish doing whatever they do in their life. While I think a lot of because I've seen it, sadly, I've seen it. A lot of people think that they're men or all that. They be out and then they go home and eat whatever you have left over if they're not on time for dinner. You're a transgender woman. How do you stop being scared of rejection and judgment when dating? Um, Own it. Own yourself. Be proud. I mean, if you act like you all that, other people might act like that as well. Now here's the thing. No matter what you are, who you are, what you're doing, if you don't own it, no one else will think that it's worth it. So if you got to own yourself and not be afraid to be like, this is who I am, this is what I am. I love it. If you don't, kick rocks. That's all you got to do. If you're afraid of something, it's because you haven't owned it yet. All right. I own who I am 100%. I will go up and tell anybody, don't be doing all that sprinkle. I don't care. How do I feel about women who propose to men for marriage? I think they looked into their future and saw zero. Oh, Lauren, sprinkle. You've been a member for 3 months. Congrats, girl. Here, sprinkle. Y'all become members too. Y'all hit the join on the YouTube page. Thank you. So, oh, you see, there's a bad connection. Oh my God. Hold on, let me check. Uh-oh. Is that better? Yes. Okay. Something's happening with the wireless. Okay. Yeah, somebody asked me about how I feel about women proposing. They desperate and stupid and don't think no one ever will propose to them. So they got down on one knee and said, you know what? If they ain't gonna do it for me, I'm gonna do it for them because I know that nobody will ever propose to me. Uh-oh, it's going in and out. I'm so sorry, y'all. Why is it doing this? Getting on my nerves. All right. Sorry, our wireless was acting a fool. So, I'm sorry, y'all. We're back now. Is it good now? What the heck is going on? Ugh, getting on my nerves. Anyway, Evelyn, she sent me a cash app. I appreciate you. Yes. So okay, so guys are going to be upset when they hear this because they've got laundry service, chef service, maid service, rent free, just for living with a woman who's desperate. Okay, so ladies, Wouldn't you? I don't know. Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Those who are housing these guys and doing the most, wouldn't you rather put all that energy and focus and money on yourself to improve yourself so that you could get the type of man that will do things for you instead of you doing everything for them? Wouldn't you like to refocus all that energy, money, and effort towards making yourself the type of person that doesn't need to do all of that stuff to keep a broke man and won't even want a broke man after you have put all that energy and effort to yourself and improving who you are and how you think and how you operate and how you live in this world, how you look? Don't you think that would be time and energy and money better spent on yourself? So that when you finally get the type of man that you actually want, they will treat you better than you treat them. Think about that. Because a lot of you guys are doing the most for the least and then get left. And then you get mad. And then and not to mention if y'all have any kids, um, then you blame the man when it's only you who accept what that man has offered you, which was nothing. If you are in homeless shelter and you get mad when the people leave when they belly full and they back on their feet or found a better homeless shelter, you can't be mad because you have a sign on you that say homeless shelter, okay, with food. So stop being a homeless shelter for dusties and get mad when them dusties get up on their feet and leave. Don't be getting mad because that was your purpose in their lives. When they get old and they think back on you, they're like, oh, I was so glad I met her at that time because I would have been homeless if I hadn't. Or I was so glad I met her at that time because my mama had kicked me out and I had nowhere to go. Or I'm so glad that I met her at that time because my baby mama was tripping. And when she finally decided to take me back, at least I had a place to say, y'all don't want to be that. That's what I'm saying. The man got to like you more and do more for you. You know why? Because you're just their homeless shelter on their way to the next one, especially if they broke. And yeah, and like I said, ladies, if you like charity and giving to, you know, the less fortunate, then go volunteer or start your own charity foundation. At least you can write it off on your taxes and get some money. Okay. And if you're not writing that homeless Dusty as a dependent, then I don't know what you're doing. And let me tell y'all something. Just because he worked and bring home $50, $100 to you, $200 to you, that's the same thing. It don't even matter. He might as well be giving you nothing. If y'all are married and he expects you, like I said, expects needs to be taken out of that sentence. You need to find him meals he know how to heat up, or you need to teach him how to cook so he can cook if he want a certain meal. And a lot of times a man will come home or text you what he want to eat. You don't have the stuff in the fridge. What you got to go do? Drop everything, go to the grocery store, get this dude all this stuff that he want to eat, go home, prepare it. And if you got kids, pick them up or deal with them, help them with their homework, whatever. Then you gotta go make a grocery run or have groceries delivered and do all this work. It's too much stress. If that's what he feel like, tell him DoorDash got it. Tell him he can stop by the grocery store on the way home and get it. Don't jump through hoops for men who don't do anything extra for you. Okay? Don't cook, don't clean for no man if you ain't got no ring. And if you are, you're dumb. You're not getting the ring that way unless you make more money than him. And he needs you to build. Okay. I know a lot of y'all women are going to make excuses. Well, I cooked and cleaned and my husband still gave me a ring. Ma'am, do you contribute to the bills? That's probably why. Don't do that and see if you still get a ring. Okay. Sit around the house and look pretty and see how fast you get a ring. If he don't love you enough to do those types of things for you, give you, what you want, for not being his mate and all that kind of stuff, then he's not marrying you for the right reason. You know how men always say, well, women don't marry us for the right reason. They just marry us for our money. Okay. And y'all just marry us for free labor. So what's the difference? It's not a requirement. And like I said, that stuff ain't in the marriage vows. Cooking and cleaning is not in the marriage vows, but providing and protecting is. So what you gonna do? It ain't in a marriage vow. Okay. Unless you writing your own vows. Okay. If that man ain't paying every bill in your house and you let him move in, you dumb too. I don't care how lonely you are. Get a roommate that's gonna give you some money, you know, and date who you want. But don't get yourself to that lowest level to where your confident level sinks every time you house, clothe, and feed someone and then they leave. That's why a lot of y'all have low self-esteem, because it's like those guys enter your life and cooking is personal. You know, cooking for a person is special. And so you do all, because you put a lot of energy and effort into food and cleaning and all this kind of stuff, keeping house, thinking y'all have a future together. And guess what? Then he just get up and leave and you feel worthless because you have exerted free labor for how many months or years and got nothing. This is why a lot of women feel like their self-esteem is low or they have to heal. Yeah, you got to heal from all that free labor. You just worked for free for somebody that didn't appreciate it and still left you anyway for years, for months. I would be mad too. I would be sad too if I had put in all that work and got nothing for it. You might as well have worked on a job for free. You might as well have had a second job not getting paid. That's why y'all are sad and have to heal and feel like you've been betrayed and all this kind of stuff because you literally had a second job and didn't get paid. I mean, if you're going to work double shifts or go get a second job, you might as well get a paycheck with it. And cooking is a job. Don't forget that. Video gaming is not a job unless you're getting paid. Watching sports is not a job unless you're getting paid. But you in there cooking and cleaning, that's a job, man. That's a job. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Now, if y'all ask me about hair, who cares? What kind of man? The thing is, does curly or straight hair attract men? No. Which kind of hair attract men with money that's gonna pay your bills? That's what you need to ask. Y'all are asking the wrong questions. Ask the questions to get the answers you seek. What type of man is gonna pay bills? That's what you look like that you need to attract. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little story time. So this weekend or last weekend, we had like this little festival where I live. It's a carnival festival, and they have like all these vendors, food trucks, restaurants, because it's in an area that has restaurants too. So I invited my mom, and then my daughters were with me, and um, my daughters were on rides. They're older teenagers, so they like to go off and walk around by themselves now. So I wanted a margarita. So it's like, let's go to this bar. Now, I have never been to a bar with my mom before. At least I don't think I have. I have never been. My mom is like 70 something. And she talks more than me. So she's very outgoing, out there, says what she wants to say, said what she said, walk up to anybody and talk to them. Just it's It is what it is. So we were at this bar, and there was a couple sitting next to where we sat down, and the guy was like 1 year younger than my mom, so he was 70 something. And his girlfriend, no, his wife that just got married, like they had been married for 2 weeks, was much younger. So he was like, "Oh yeah, we've been married 15 days." Da 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 da. And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." That, he was all drunk and stuff. And me and my mom were just, he was like, "Oh," then he was trying to flirt with me right in front of his wife. And the lady sitting next to my mom was like, getting ready to leave, and he says, "Oh no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. I wouldn't talk to you, but I would talk to her." And he kept pointing at me, and the wife is just sitting right behind him, just smiling, like, "Girl, you drunk. I don't know what to tell you. We just got married. I ain't worried." And her level of unbotheredness reminded me of the level of unbotheredness that I also have. And we like everybody started talking. I found out she's a Pisces too. It's like, no wonder, girl, get your money. And we found out he was a judge. Get your money, girl, get your money. Then he was trying to all buy us drinks. He was trying to buy us all drinks. But we left and continued walking around the festival. And then my mom was like, if I could do it over, I'd get me an older man too. Well, see, I told you. You ain't got to worry about nothing. They ain't going nowhere. They got that long money and they crazy. They gonna say what they want. They too old not to. And as soon as they die, you getting all the money. So whatever. So I think the lady must have been in her mid 40s, or she could have been her 50s. I don't know, but she looked between that age. Okay. And yeah, so you never know. And she don't look like she cooked or clean, ma'am. She did not look like she was cooking or cleaning. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she sure did. It's never too late, ladies. Just yeah. So if y'all think it's too late, nope. That lady was in her mid 40s to 50s. Got her a judge, and he was healthy. He was healthy out there drinking, making jokes, cracking jokes, buying people drinks. Still try to flirt, you know. So when y'all think about old men, y'all think about them old men that didn't take care of themselves, don't got nothing to live for, didn't plan financially. I'm talking about them old men that got money. When I say old, I mean money. Why would I mention old if he was broke? That don't make no sense. You going through a divorce and you want your husband to have primary custody because he has more money and resources. Can you give me advice while going through this transition? I was a stay-at-home mom for 6 years. I don't know how old your child is, but I would never give up custody of my child to no man. Sorry. I take his money, then I get custody. Okay. Sorry. I'm taking both. There is no choice. I'm taking both. I'm taking his money and my children. I don't know what state you live in, but you better go do some research. Okay. Unless you just don't want them kids. Then just say you don't want them kids. But I'm taking both. Okay. Okay. So I could so women that don't cook and clean get the ring faster. Ask a lot of women. just know this. It's not the old days anymore. And even if it were the old days, if men are marrying you only for your domestic skills, then they don't really want you anyway. You're just there as free labor. So Think about that. If they're not there to give you the life you want, make you happy, like you more, love you more, make sure your life is much improved, then why are you even settling for that? That's a mistake. Okay. Okay. You had a sponge in your hand the other day. Thank you. You could hear you in my girl. Clean up only your mess, not his. If you're naturally a clean person and don't want to leave your mess, clean yours and leave his. Okay. There you go. Okay. A lot of religious men only want a woman that can cook and clean. Well, that's why he got his mama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You ready? You want a woman to cook and clean? Well, go have dinner with your mother. Now, that doesn't mean she's not gonna ever cook and clean. That means she ain't gonna be expected to, and she gonna do it when she feel like it, if she want to. That's the difference. If you are nice to your woman, if you treat her right, and she wants to cook for you out of the kindness of her heart when she feels like it, that's not the same thing. But to expect her to, and to say that's your job or that's the least you can do if I do this, and that, is silly. Okay. Yeah, I already talked about that Cheesecake Factory stuff on my last video. I mean, I take my kids there to eat. So if a man took me there for a date, I really wouldn't be impressed. And I know that they had reservations to a better restaurant, but I guess she was late or whatever. So I still would have tried, to do a little bit better than that if I were the man. But men don't have really good imaginations, and they really don't research fine dining restaurants if they're not used to that type of lifestyle. So I mean, can you really blame him? If he don't know, he don't know. This is why men need to educate themselves on how to properly court a woman with higher levels of, expectations. So if you're a man and you're trying to date women, of a certain caliber, do your research. Get online and look up fine dining. Get online and look up expensive restaurants. Get online and look up restaurants that impress women. Get online. Do some research. Stop just guessing. You know, if you don't think you got to put in effort these days in this day and age, when women can take themselves to eat anywhere they want, you got some lessons to learn. You got some lessons to learn, because a lot of men think women can't afford to do the things that they ask men to do. That is a lie. That is the norm. That is what we can do for ourselves most of the time. And if you can't do it, why are we looking at you? You know, if we can take ourselves to a fine dining restaurant and you taking us somewhere where we eat for lunch or with our kids, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go brag to nobody. I ain't gonna tell nobody. If somebody asks me, girl, what he took you, I'm not telling them. Girl, what did y'all eat? What was the date like? I'm a lie and say he stood me up or we didn't have no date. Because guess why? It's not impressive. But what if you talked and had a really good conversation? You could do that on the phone. So if you're trying to impress a woman, if you're trying to make her feel like you are that guy, then act like it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And the guys have the nerve to get mad about that. That's because they don't even prepare or think how to impress women. And the woman don't even really have to be out of their league. If you're taking the time out, the effort out to do your hair, do your nails, do your makeup, get dressed, change your plans, go somewhere, drive somewhere, Uber somewhere, wherever you get there, and meet a man and give him your time, for some Cheesecake Factory. They got that on DoorDash. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And shout out to Cheesecake Factory. I ate there yesterday. I got some good old appetizers and small plates. But if a man take me there, unless it's attached to the mall and we going shopping after, I ain't going. I ain't going unless we going shopping right after. With his money, okay? Okay. You attract a lot of wealthy men and you struggle with getting them to provide. How do you get the most? How do you get past the physical attraction to get provided for? Okay. When you go and interview for a job and someone is sitting there interviewing you, are you thinking about how attractive they are? Or are you asking questions about them benefits, the salary, them hours, or whatnot? You ain't looking at, okay. Would you take a lower paying job because your boss was cute, or a higher paying job even though your boss is not very attractive? You know when your boss or the owner becomes attractive? When they start offering you more. That's when they become attractive. Ugly men aren't attractive until they start offering you more. Okay, then they become more attractive. When they say, "Hey, here's some money to just go shopping. Hey, you look nice today. Do you want to order some stuff online?" They become more and more attractive the more they offer you and the more you drink. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, there you go. Do y'all think half these men who are living with pygmies are attracted to them when they won't even take them out in public or put them on a social media? Do you think they're struggling with this same question? No, they just keep them hid and keep the benefits. All right. Y'all need to learn from these Dusties sometimes. I swear a Dusty can teach y'all something. Keep them hid and get them benefits. There you go. Hmm. And keep them drinks coming, okay? Have you a bottle at home if you worried about being attracted? Like take a few shots before you got to see them. Okay, that's why we had to do it in the 90s, man. Like, okay. We used to be like, oh, girl, we gotta go get our money from our sugar daddy. Girl, with the alcohol. Let me get some shots. Y'all got that wine? All right, I'm gonna drink the wine first, then I'm gonna have some shots later. And when it's time to see that sugar daddy, you happy? He looking good because your eyes blurred. All you see is his money. And your bills being paid and your debt dwindling. That's all you see. But how do you ask these questions without sounding not classy? Ask what questions? Girl, if you got to ask all them questions, you don't look good. You got to go in there like you there and you know why. He knows why you there. That means he got to look like he know why you there. That means you got to look too good to be with him. That means he already know he paying. Okay? Otherwise, you wouldn't be there. Pick the correct target. That means if you're sitting next to this man, people already know he paying everything. That's how you choose. If that's not what it looked like, then you don't go nowhere with him because there's less likely a chance that he's going to give you anything if he don't look like he got to give you anything. Okay. You say y'all don't get enough main character energy. Exactly. Main character energy. You walk into a room and every man turns their head to look at you. And you go and sit next to your sugar daddy. That's his reward. Okay. Everybody know he paying your bills. And if they don't know, then you chose the wrong one. Now, that's how it has to be. Just like when we went to that bar, I told you me and my mom went to that bar and we saw that old man with that younger woman. She wasn't super young. She was mid 40s or maybe 50s, but he was like 70 something with white hair. We already knew who was paying them bills. We already knew who was paying them bills. That's how you know. Okay. You sit down and go, oh, it's so hot. My air conditioner's broken. You lie. You lie. Or, oh, I'm so hot. I need to get my air conditioner fixed at home. What? You're in this heat with no air? Oh, we got to help you. How much is it? Give me that money. All right. Your air working fine, but he wants to help you, man. Oh, my brakes be squeaking. I hope that don't mean nothing. What? Girl, let them rescue you from stuff that's not even real. That's all you gotta do. Oh, I had to pay for my grandma mortgage this month. Whew, I hope they don't mind if the rent late. I'm trying to build my credit though. Older men that are financially stable, that hurts their ears when they hear stuff like that, especially men who are used to doing stuff for women, or they just can't stand when you have a car or nice car and ruin it, or they can't stand that you're suffering, or they think it's so nice that you helped your grandma and put yourself out and trying to build your credit, but things just coming at you, and you know, they want to help you, they want to rescue you. So they're gonna be like, well, look, I like you. I'm gonna take care of you. How much you need a month? Give me a monthly figure. That's what they're gonna say because they want to keep you around and they don't want you to keep talking about your problems while y'all are out together because they just want to focus on having fun so they can feel good and like, they got a woman that, they can have fun with. So they're gonna get all that out the way and just make sure you take care of. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And if they don't mention that they want to help you or anything, you got the wrong one. Move on to the next one that has what you need and likes you way more. That's it. Mhm. You said, how can you flip the relationships from sex to committing? Stop giving him sex, sprinkle, sprinkle, and start dating other people that want commitment, or lie and say, you know what? I'm tired of just this type of relationship. So either we focus more on other things, or I'm going to, let this go for something that's more permanent. Don't say serious. Don't say commitment. Just say permanent. And if they want to fill that role, they're going to step up to the plate. And if they don't, they're going to let you go. But give them the option. Because a lot of times when men are given the option, they think you already have someone else, and their instinct will kick in to want to be possessive. And so either they're going to be more committed, or they're going to let you go if they never want commitment in the first place. Okay. I'm telling y'all, if y'all are asking for a 10-year age difference, it depends on how much they like you more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm 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 gonna go a little bit higher than 10 years because I need a guarantee. Okay. Think about that. If you don't care about that kind of stuff, if you just care about the lifestyle and the money, you can go for the age that's going to give you more rather than less. Okay, 10 years is nothing to me. I mean, I'm mentally 10 years older than most men my age. So that's not going to do anything for me. I need you to be old enough to put some real money down. Some real money. Not no little chump change. I mean, and I need it to stay continuously for decades. Can you get that guaranteed? If you can't get that guaranteed, then you're the wrong age. I need decades and continuous flow of cash. Okay. If not, too young. All right. You said your man said you have to lose weight. How can you lose weight? By losing him, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Finding you another man who tell you you need to gain weight. Honestly, if a man ever fixed his mouth to tell me that, I'll go cheat right with the same weight that I have on and continue to eat. The other man said I didn't lose no weight, and he paying bills. No, that's a joke. If I don't tell myself I need to lose weight, nobody told me to lose weight. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you sign a prenup that say you got to stay a certain size. Sorry for you. You say you want to lose weight? Well, then when you decide to do it, then you do it for yourself. Don't do it just because a man asks you to do it, unless he gonna pay you to do it. Now, look, you come with me with some money. Look, I got this stack of cash. If you lose this much weight, you got it. It's yours. I'm gonna need to keep that stack of cash first. I'm gonna need a deposit. Okay, if men pay their women to lose weight, don't you think them women will be skinny? So don't come at me asking me to do nothing. Pay me to do it. I work with money, man, sir. You say you gonna pay, then guess what? I'm gonna be snatched real quick, depending on how much you're trying to pay. All right. He said if you lose 20 pounds, he'll give you $1,000. I'm gonna need way more than that. Make it 3,000. I can give myself $1,000. Give me something I can't give to me. Like, I mean, I can give myself 3,000, but this sounds better. 3,020 pounds in a month and a half. Gone. A guy paid for your boob job? Okay. You said you're going to ask somebody to lose weight? That's the best way to do it. Think about this. Think about this. If you look good and you lost 20 pounds, you can go replace him and get another one and probably get more money anyway, right? So why shouldn't he pay you to look good for him? All right. Is it applicable for everything? Get a job if you need it, not because people ask you to get a job. Exactly. How can you level up in your mid-20s the same way everybody level up at whatever age they're at? Do what's best for you. Make decisions that make your life better and allow you to choose better options when dating. Okay. You say it'll be for new clothes. Exactly. Uh-huh. What if he beats you if you don't cook? Then get you some Vaseline, ma'am. And hope he beats you to the bathroom. That means I hope he get to the bathroom on time. Girl, he wouldn't be leaving the bathroom if he did that. Y'all too nice. Y'all are too nice. I'm serious. If a man said, if you don't cook for me, I'm gonna beat you, or if he beats you, he would be living to tell the tale. Or he wouldn't be talking to tell the tale. How about that? Y'all are so nice, cooking with nothing in it while being threatened. Girl, toenails going in that food, dirt that swept up off the floor going in that food, Visine going in that food. What else? Y'all are too nice. Well, don't put no Visine in it. Just sweep the floor and add your extra seasonings. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Dust for the dusty. You said put a laxative in it. Yes, that is probably better. Mix it up with the dust you sweep up from the floor. No, it's crunchy today. Mhm. And film it if you want to laugh later. Film yourself sprinkling it in the food. Like, watch this. Honey, here's your dinner. Then watch it, film them eat it. That way, if y'all ever break up, if he ever leave you, he ever say something crazy to you, you got something to send him back as to feel good. Now, don't kill them. You know, they got to be alive to pay you and the divorce and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's the same equivalent as them beating you. You putting some stuff you swept up off the ground as a laxative in their food. You know, it's not the same equivalent, but you know, one is illegal, other one probably not. Okay. Y'all need to look at the name on the channel before y'all ask questions. Y'all know I have different channels. Come on now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't go to jail for putting stuff from the ground in the food. That's not poison. A laxative is not poison. He just needs extra fiber because he's full of it. And that's your cultural seasoning. Or your religion seasoning. That's how we do. That's when you bless the ground. Then we walk on it and twerk and sweet and pour it in there. That's our custom. Defend it. Okay. Then you can sue them for trying to say that your cultural methods should not be practiced. This is America. Okay. What do you think if you cry in an argument and he doesn't care? What? Then you go silent, ma'am. And you start doing stuff without telling him what you're doing. You you get quiet, you go get dressed up and you leave. And don't say nothing. You don't argue with no man. If crying doesn't work, go get dressed and leave without saying a word. And dress like you look like you going somewhere where somebody will listen to you and give you what you want. Okay. What about jealous men? You are allowing a man to be jealous because they can't be jealous if you tell them they can't be jealous. You are not, the only thing you need to be jealous of is another man giving me more money. Then you need to make sure you're giving me more than that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. Anything else is none of your business. Especially if they ain't got no ring on your finger. It's really none of their business. What if he asks where you're going? Lie. To church to pray for you. Then go wherever you need to go. Okay. What if he say he don't want to get married? Then don't get married. And tell him you don't want to be exclusive. Well, I don't want to be exclusive. So I guess that means I can date. That's what you need to tell him. Or tell him that you're single till you're married, which means you can date. And most of the time when guys don't want to get married, they can't afford it or they already married and can't afford the divorce. So you need to check it out. And if you sitting there cooking for a man who told you he don't want to get married, you don't love yourself. Okay. How many women are gonna fall for the okey doke over and over and over before they wake up? Are you sitting there with a grown man who told you out his mouth, I don't want to get married, but you still cooking and cleaning and doing laundry and doing the most, looking like a fool. Okay. You said commitment is hard for some, and so is cooking and cleaning. That's hard too. It's called labor, and people actually get paid for it. So if you're doing it for free, it's hard too. No, that's don't make excuses for them. He said he's opposed to marriage, but he's scared of marriage. Well, you scared of cooking and cleaning and scared of being only with one man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if y'all share locations? Then you a pick Misha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would never share locations with anybody on purpose unless they are my children. The heck y'all doing over there? That is crazy. That's why you gotta get an old man. They can't work that stuff anyway. You don't know how to work that technology on the sharing of locations. What's that mean? You could text them a screenshot of a map saying where you at, and they'll trust it. Oh, okay. Or the link. I'm not doing nothing, none of that. Like, if you want to know where I'm at, then you'll be there to pay for where I'm at. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if your man is always trying to go places with you, or make sure he knows where you're at, invite him and tell him he's paying if he goes with you. Then he ain't gonna want to go and he ain't gonna want to care. So that's how you take care of that. You said women are making a world that will end badly for them. How end badly when they're not cooking and cleaning for some unappreciative man who's gonna leave them for whoever anyway? They save money, energy, youth, and don't feel stupid when the man leave after cooking them 3 meals a day. That sound like they won to me. So a man says that your world's gonna end badly if you don't cook and clean for him. Did your mama's world end badly because she cooked and cleaned for you? No, but that's your mother. You're a grown man. And if y'all ain't giving out rings and marriage licenses, shut up. Shut up. If you can't afford marriage, you can't afford a woman to cook and clean for you either. The world is gonna end badly if you broke, sir. Okay, because you're gonna be over there with a GoFundMe for your funeral. That's how your world gonna end if you can't get your finances together, sir. All right. So shut up. They over there trying to make demands and tell how life people's life is gonna go. Ain't got no medical insurance, ain't got no Aflac, ain't got no 401k, ain't got no life insurance, but he an expert on how somebody's life gonna end. Don't ever take advice from Dusties, especially financial advice, because they don't have any. Because if they did, they'd be following it and trying to get the type of woman that they can actually afford. Okay. Okay. You said And a lot of guys, they don't know anything. All they know is that they wish they ran something, but they know they don't. Okay. You said they don't even have a PCP. What the heck? Lydia, some men don't know how to text. What? Yeah, guys can't really say anything because they are. If you can't pay my bills, don't talk to me. That means if you don't have in your bank account right now enough to pay all my house bills, car notes, business bills, whatever bills I may occur, I mean, whatever bills that may occur in my life, don't talk to me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm saying that because you don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all think y'all y'all think a woman's supposed to cook and clean just to keep you. No, that's a homeless shelter. Okay. And they get funded by the government or donations. She ain't getting funded by nobody. You you said he's a cold, introverted person in public, but opposite with you. What do you think of this? Good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why are you naming all your stuff? Can you pay for all of that? Plus another woman? We didn't ask what you had. We asked what you could pay for another person. That's the difference. See, men don't hear stuff. Men don't hear. I don't know if that's a guy, but because I haven't been reading all the comments. But if you're a man and you got a house somewhere and you got a degree in this, does that mean you can pay for yourself plus another woman that you want to date? Because all of that don't mean nothing unless you can actually pay for what she needs you to pay for. Okay. And a lot of men think just because you have a house somewhere or a nice house and you have a degree in something that a woman is going to want to move in with you and do this, and that. Yeah. But she doesn't mean that doesn't mean she's going to cook and clean for you. And if she don't like your house, she's going to want to change it. She's going to want to move. If she don't like your furniture, guess what? That's going too. If she don't like your neighborhood, guess what? Y'all moving. You better be able to afford it. That's what I'm telling. Just because you went and bought a house on your own don't mean your future wife is going to like your house at all. And y'all know this, women. Women are very picky about the neighborhood they live in, where they're going to raise their children, the type of yard they want, the type of brick they want on their house. If I don't like the color of the brick on your house, I'm not, we ain't, we got to move. Okay? Not, this is my house. I have a degree. If you want to marry me, come in here and cook and clean. No, go get you somebody that need a green card, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because women that have their own, women that have options, they're not going to settle for that. Okay? You say you don't want a woman who wants to live with you? Okay, well then date married women. Make sure you got some of her bills though. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, he doesn't want to date a woman that wants to live with him, which means he still wants his freedom, which means he's not inching towards commitment at all. He's just dating to date. He thinks his house is impressive to multiple women. So just because he has a house and he's dating doesn't mean he's seriously dating. That's why you don't fall for the okie doke. Don't invite women to your house then if you don't want them getting comfortable there. Take them out on dates and court them properly. Okay. And see, that's what a lot of men do. They'll go buy a house and they don't want a woman to live there, but they want you to come spend the night. No. Mm-mm. Or they want you to come visit or see how nice of a house you have so that they can possibly give it up to you because they think that house is in their future when it's not. No. Take us house shopping. Don't invite me to your house at all. I don't care about it. Invite me somewhere, take me shopping, do something. It ain't my house. And if I don't like your house, I'm figuring out where we could live next if there is a future. You said take them to hotels. You take them to hotels? Okay. Well, hotels cost money too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You always gonna be spending. No matter what. Women aren't free. The accuracy, you're staying with a man and you had him get all new furniture and made him stop smoking cigarettes in the house. Oh, chills. That's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if you invite a woman into your house, it ain't your house no more. It's hers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Everything getting changed. The kitchen towels, the type of toilet paper you buy, the rug, probably all of your furniture. Y'all might even have to move. So make sure you know that. Okay, you're 19, ma'am, and you want more. That he's only dating you because you're 19. He's getting away with it cheap. Like if you're beautiful, someone says he isn't a provider, but you're only 19 and he takes you to expensive dates. You want more gifts, you implied, and he promised to give you $1,000 earrings twice. Girl, some earrings. You 19. He old. Girl, you should be getting money to get a down payment or something for a car or an apartment. Okay. That's what 19 and 20-year-olds do. They date for down payments, car notes, and rent money, especially if the guy's older. You don't date for free or no earrings unless you got several. You got a jewelry man, you got a rent man. What you doing, ma'am? You too young to be dating for free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Especially if you're dating older. Now, if you date somebody your own age, that's great. That's a good deal. Waiting on them earrings. But if you dating for someone much older than you, they're getting away cheap. Okay, because if they were with a woman their own age, they would be coming out of their pockets. So you gonna let an old woman take more money from a man that's dating you and you young? That don't make no sense. So let's say this. Say you go out with your man, you're 19. He promised you this, this, and that, took you to a nice meal. He can probably write off on his petty cash, or if he owns a business, to his business for tax purposes, right? He can write that off. And then he goes and picks up a woman his own age or closer to his age, and she requires flowers, gifts, some bills paid, and whatnot. Won't you feel dumb? I know I would. I'm like, you know what? If them old women getting it, I'm gonna get it too. Older women. Okay. When a guy is sleeping with your best friend behind your back, we fell out. She started dating a girl. None of them people is your friend. And plus, you're single till you're married. Was he paying bills? Because if he wasn't paying no bills, I don't care who's sleeping with him. Have it. Because I'm going off for more money. Okay. If he wasn't paying your bills, ma'am, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be like, thanks for taking my dusty off my hands so I can go start anew with somebody with some money. So unless he was paying all your bills or most of your bills, I wouldn't even care. Like you can have them because I need to start listening to SheRaSeven and get me some sugar daddies or some guys with some money that can actually improve my life instead of not improving it. Look at the bright side. Look at the good side. Don't look at the negative side. You got rid of your fake friend and possibly a dusty. Do you know how many women wish they could do that in one fell swoop? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Why are they all so damn broke nowadays? Because they got Pygmalion them cooking them 5-course meals 3 times a day, man. They living like a king. They ain't got to do they don't have to have ambition or anything because they got Pygmalion them giving them free shelter and cooking them good meals on not even on their money, but on her money. That's why they are broke because they don't have to do more because a lot of women accept less. If the majority of the women stopped accepting less, they would do more. But y'all got desperate Pygmalion and Barbara the Builder out there wanting a piece of a man, doing the most for a temporary piece, I'm gonna say, and that's the result. They don't feel like they have to do more because you got Pygmalions fighting over dust, fighting to keep them clothed, fed, and sheltered. This is the pathetic part. Uh-uh-uh. So you said you just want a dinner date for Thanksgiving. Girl, why would you bring a date that you just met to Thanksgiving and Christmas to meet your family? That's crazy. um, no, I don't agree with that. You have a guy you're talking to. He says he wants you to be his girl. I don't know what to say, but I don't want a man. What should I say to get the money? Tell them what it requires and make up your standards. Say, well, I don't seriously date men unless they can do this, and that for me. And if he can't meet those standards, guess what? You can't be his girl. So hopefully he can meet them and you can get what you want. And if you just don't want him, give him impossible things to do. Things you know he can't do, okay? Sometimes they surprise you though, because I thought I did that. And I was like, okay, that was a test and you passed it with flying colors. Okay, what you got? How much you got? Would you shout out your best friend B-Day? Happy birthday? Kizzy? Sprinkle Sprinkle? Kizzy Cat? Is it her birthday? Sprinkle Sprinkle. Girl, appreciate the donation. Okay. Anyway, you got a client who thinks I want her dusty. Girl, why do they always think y'all want the dusties? That's funny. Girl, I don't want no homeless man. They can't afford to pay no bills. You can have that. That's exactly what I would tell her. Don't nobody want your dusty broke man. But you. So you're curious to see what Shira will say at Rose Pedal. If you donate, she will read it. Okay. I didn't see it. Like, I don't know. Y'all have to, yeah, put it down there. Okay, so y'all stop cooking and cleaning for these dusties, especially if they're not doing a thing for you. No ring, no food. Period. Oh, Simone, Sprinkle Sprinkle. She just sent a cash app. Appreciate that. You got to go for older. Older men don't rush to the bed. They got the planning. So y'all are dating guys that are trying to rush to the bed and rush out the bed before you get fed, before you get paid. Okay. Stop dealing with those kind of men. Deal with the kind of men that want to impress you before they even get to the bed. Because if you don't like what they got, you gonna stay for something else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I've learned that men who rush you to the bed, that's all they have to offer you. Men who take their time allowing you to see what they have to offer you, know that if you don't like what they're doing in their bed, you still stay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Opt for those type of men that do so much for you that it don't even matter if it's good or bad because you ain't even gonna give up that money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. If a man says he might get divorced, that means he wants to cheat and he ain't getting divorced. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless he's saying it with cash and money trying to pay your bills, I'm not listening. That means he wants to sleep with you and go back to his wife. That's all it means. And don't fall for the okie doke. Men, do you know how many married men said that they're unhappy and might be getting divorced so they can get some sex? And go home and eat their wife's a hot cooked meal and snuggle up and watch Netflix after they got something from you. I'm trying to tell y'all, please don't be that dumb. Today's your birthday too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, thank you, girl. Pashmina, appreciate you, girl. Feliz not. Oh wait, no, that's Spanish. Okay, okay. Oh no. Happy birthday, girl. It's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We gonna sit by party like it's your birthday. Okay, it's still early, y'all. I thought it was late. I've been on here so long. Anyway, you want a man's work phone number? Girl, I'm not finna call no man at their job unless they the owner. Okay. Please tell your what subscribers to please support gay rights. Um, I think that's up to each individual person to support whatever they choose to support. I can't just tell people what to support. I mean, y'all can support my Cash App, sprinkle, sprinkle. But I can't tell people to support certain things. Support what you want to support. How about that? Support something that means something to you. Okay. How to get money out of a married man? Make sure he got money to give first. And make sure you look way better than him. And don't deal with him unless he's giving you something. That's him. Smart, smart. Okay. What if he lied to me to become his girlfriend, but later ghosted me after 3 weeks and he's rich? I hope you got some money out of it, ma'am, because that was money you wouldn't have had if you hadn't dealt with him. And I hope that you know how to move on quickly to the next and get more money from another one. I mean, he might only have 3 weeks to live. So, get what you can get, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Jennifer Sprinkle Sprinkle, appreciate that. Should you stay away from men that ask what you do for money? If they keep asking, you can give them a vague answer, but if they keep asking for details and things like that, either they're just trying to figure out if you a stripper or if you got like an OnlyFans, and when they figure out you ain't none of them, then they're most likely going to stop asking if they can afford to date you. You know what I'm saying? So be very vague about what you tell them you do. Like you can say, oh, I work for a such and such company, or I work in the something something industry. You don't give them details because they don't know you. They don't know you. And plus, women who give out too many details about where they work, what they do for a living. I mean, think about this. People can call up to your job if you reject them and say some things that aren't true. I mean, why would you do that? Stop trying to impress these men to the point where you're giving out too much information and you don't even really know if they can even afford to date you or not. Give out vague answers. Stop trying to brag to grown men that's supposed to be able to impress you with their money, with your money. That's your money. It's none of their business. Okay. I do what I want. That's what I do. You don't say that. Just be very vague. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I'm totally like, if I were y'all, as soon as a man asks that and he doesn't settle for the vague answer and he keeps pushing, and you let him know you're not no stripper or nothing, and he keeps pushing, he wants something financial with you. Okay. Say, nope. You need to know that bad. We don't need to be together. You sound like got a little desperation in your voice. You sound like you trying to build his credit on your back, ma'am. Nope. Okay. Any tips on making yourself beautiful inside and out? For who? Because a man don't care about the inside. Y'all talk about over there. Y'all crazy. Now, a lot of women think you're not beautiful on the inside and the out. Look, you can be beautiful anywhere you choose to be, to whom you choose to be beautiful to. Let me say that one more time. You can be beautiful on the inside to certain people and ugly to certain people. Who deserves what? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All I'm saying is, isn't that our choice? Who we're nice to and who we're not nice to? I mean, who told women that they have to be beautiful on the inside to everyone? Unless you're trying to get something out of them and it's fake. I don't know what to tell you. But that's our free will. We choose who we want to be beautiful for and who we want to be ugly for, or who to inside. That's our choice now. Or you can just be nice nasty. They don't know if you being nice or not until they go home and think about it. You're like, wait a minute. Your friends are calling you lazy because you stay at home fiance. Well, girl, tell them have fun at work. So, girl, y'all have fun at work and act like they just mad. Like, oh my God, you're so lazy. You're a stay at home girlfriend. Well, y'all have fun at work. I'm gonna be over here doing whatever I want. Bye. Would you date a married man if he paid your bills? That's how I met my husband. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, you're wrong for cheating, even though you get all you want. He provides in every way except sexual intimacy, so I get it elsewhere hurts, but oh well, I need it. Okay, well then, girl, that's your free will. That's your choice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the donation. Appreciate you. You know, when you get married, your free will does not get taken away. You know that, right? Okay, because their free will don't get taken away. So why did yours? Why would yours? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Any tips on get them to dump the wife? He's clearly miserable. Girl, if he was that miserable, he would already been to the divorce attorney and signed them papers. Okay. If you that miserable, you getting up to some legal offices. If you're trying to push him, like I said in my other videos, the more money he spends on you, the more likely he'll end up with you. So the best way to make anybody go in your direction is to spend more of their money than the other person is. Okay? So make him spend. Men follow their investments. Okay? That's that easy, man. If you want him to choose you, he got to choose you financially. See, y'all keep thinking it's cooking and cleaning. A way to a man's heart is through his wallet. Y'all done thinking it's cooking. When you start adding up all the money he done spent on you, he gonna be like, well, I might as well end up with her because I done spent most of my money on her. He ain't gonna be like thinking about all the meals you cooked for him that he need to end up with you. All the laundry you done folded and washed. I need to go over that direction. No, that's free labor. He's going where his money is invested, sir, ma'am. So stop cooking and cleaning and start spending his money if you want him. Or get him to spend on you. Get him to invest money, energy, time. Sitting at a table and eating some food, he can do that at a restaurant. Okay. How long I been on here? Okay. You're asking your husband to add you to the house we have that's under his name only before he met me and got married. Good for you. Get what you need because when your name is on your own stuff, because after you get married, it's gonna be yours anyway. So I made sure of that when I made sure my name was on everything, look, or else I can't do it. I can't do it. Sorry, it's me or them. Goodbye. And I know I'm worth way more. So, what does it mean when a man you just met pays for your trip? That means he likes you, and I hope that you went on the trip by yourself or to a place you picked and you wanted to go. If you went with him, I hope it was a place that you picked and you actually wanted to go. Not a place that he wanted to go, not on his frequent flyer miles, not as arm candy, but to a place you actually wanted to visit. You said how to be more selfish. Ask yourself who else is going to do these things for you, if you don't demand them. When is it ever going to be your turn? When is it ever going to work out exactly how you want it to? That's what you need to ask yourself. If you are continuously giving, who's going to give to you? If no one's giving to you, you don't need to be giving. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you say you don't want to cook, he says, "What do you want me to bring home?" Good for you, girls. That's the right answer. Okay. If he speaks every if he spends every week and he is not married but have 2 kids from a woman, then he probably paying child support. Just make sure he can afford whatever you need him to afford along with that. When did you realize you had to boss up on your appearance? I see you in videos from 10 years ago. You were a little more natural, and now it seems like you put in more effort. Well, okay. 10 years ago, I lived in a house with a pool and I was swimming a lot. So, and I was wearing my own hair. And that is before the wigs got really good. So and my kids were very young. So we were swimming, getting ready for school, going to school. So I was more in my mother mode. And now that my kids are grown, or not grown, but older, I have more time to spend on myself, more energy, more money. So that's probably what you saw, that transition. And also, I liked beauty products. I liked getting to experiment with different looks and wigs and things like that. So I had fun in the process. Plus, I was teaching other women to level up and better themselves. So I figured doing it at the same exact time was more helpful. And those videos are still there if y'all gonna want to go look at them. Um, and I'll also tell you guys, like, a real person that has a real life, it's not always going to be perfect, you know. But at least I ain't cooking and cleaning for no Dusty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all might look impeccable with nails, hair, still paying bills and cleaning for Dusties, but I'm not. There's a difference. Okay. How a person chooses to look for the camera versus how they choose to look in everyday life, how a person chooses to look wherever they go. As long as everything in their life is good, I think that's all that really matters. Yeah. I've been on here, 10 years? Y'all have seen me look this way, this way, this way, this way. Y'all already know if I really want to look a certain way, I can look a certain way. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all just keep it like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Thank you. So, yes. Everything I said worked out for you, girl. Yes. He said a Dusty offered you a 10G used car you don't like, and he said he would put it in his name. Girl, I hope you recorded that so you can laugh at it later. I mean, now, if you are walking and you at the bus stop, I mean, that's a nice offer from a Dusty. Don't get me wrong. Okay. I would take that car and go put it in my name. Why he got to put a 10K car in his name? That's just sad. That's how you know he Dusty. You right. That's terrible. If that's your first car and he's doing something nice for you, I'm using it to get to the next sugar daddy, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm using it to get to a sugar daddy. I'm not using it to get that's just a stepping stone. especially if he didn't put it in your name. I would be insulted and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna take your card to his house. Should have been mine. Maybe I would have stayed a little longer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, if you're gonna do something for someone, do something for somebody, you know? You said, why men with money so cheap? Is it better just to tease them into thinking? You got to use reverse psychology on men with money. You got to act like they ain't got it. That's the only way they're going to spend it. You got to act unimpressed like they ain't got it. Then they're going to show you they got it. Like, brag on someone with less. You know what I'm saying? You got to use that reverse psychology well. If you don't, they have nothing to prove to you. Especially when they've been drinking. If you find a man with some money and he's cheap, they're talking about some man with less money and how generous he is. Like a member of your family, your neighbor, someone that you know at work. It doesn't have to be even a real person. Make someone up. Like, oh, my friend's boyfriend or my friend's husband or my friend's, guy that she's dating, he does this for a living and he bought her a this, and that. They are so cute together. Oh my gosh. She's always bragging on how her man spoils her. That means you can't brag back. There's nothing you can combat the conversation with when you and your friend are talking. And if you do open your mouth and talk to her about him, it's going to be he's cheap. And he don't want to look cheap in front of another woman if y'all ever get together and, go on a double date or meet up for drinks or something. So guess what he going to do? You got to use that reverse psychology. I'm telling you, if you act like you talk to your friend a lot about whoever you're dating, and she's always bragging about what her guy is doing for her, and you have no rebuttal, it's going to make him look bad, not you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Okay. We'll say what I think about Jada. I didn't see the Jada thing. I'm telling you, I don't just be rushing to the internet when somebody say something happened. I got to tell me. Tell me what happened. Sorry, y'all. You said your man thought he could find better, and now I don't even want him either, but I enjoy all your bills paid and not giving him no peace. He shouldn't know who he is coming home. Yeah, they're so silly. You so silly. Well, as long as you're getting what you want. Some people don't care about reverse psychology. Well, I'm sure that they care about other people that you're dating that's going to do what you need them to do. Okay. If reverse psychology doesn't work, then the next man will. At least you tried and give them a chance by even attempting the effort to even use reverse psychology. See, men should be flattered that women will even attempt to use reverse psychology on them because they can just go get another one. They ain't got to do all of that. They just go get another one that likes them way more instead of trying to use psychological games on them. A man should be flattered. A woman will dig deep down to her psychological trick bag and try to get him to do more before she leaves him for somebody better. You said they trashing Jada Smith for the way she did what? Don't nobody care. They're not paying her bills. I'm sure she do not care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This man promised to take you shopping and he said he wasn't ready to pay for anything. You picked out. I got mad and ignored him. He said he would spend on me later, but I don't. Girl, you wasted time. I hope you got your steps in with the mall. It's the only thing you gained. Your steps in. Y'all know how them little smart watches be getting your steps? You got your steps in, man. Good for you. You didn't get no, you went to the mall with somebody broke, man. Who didn't like you more? Choose wisely next time. Your target must like you way more to where he itching to spend on you. Husband is divorcing you, but staying in your house, ma'am? Really? That means for what? Is he paying the bills? If he ain't paying the bills, he ain't staying in my house, whether he's married to me or not. So y'all need to stop doing that. If he's not paying the bills, he can't stay there. Okay. I wish somebody would try to stay in my house and ain't paying all these bills. Married or unmarried, you sorely mistaken. What? Let me see. I'm trying to read some of that. Okay, so here's my thing. When women think that they can have it all, cute man, career, money, da 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 da, looks, okay, y'all gonna have it all, right? All the bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you an older man that has money and don't need yours. Trying to tell y'all. Stop going for looks. You supposed to be the pretty one in the relationship. Period. Why you need competition in your man? You're supposed to be the young and pretty one. If you always young and pretty, you always gonna be young and pretty. Because he's always gonna be older. And you're gonna look better than him. But what are y'all doing? Y'all trying to compete? I'm not competing with no grown man. I need you to be exactly who I need you to be. Bill payer, like me more. It's always good when the bill payer likes you more. Always good, I promise you. Imagine if I had married a man for his looks. Y'all wouldn't know my name. Y'all wouldn't know who I was unless y'all was probably at a funeral. Okay. The only time y'all would have ever seen me was probably at a funeral or at the store. But that's what I would have been doing if I went with somebody for their looks. Still working. Clocking in somewhere. The difference your life path can take, depending on the type of man you choose to date or marry, is tremendous. It's huge. Like, imagine you had two choices or more, and you chose the cute guy. And you fast forward 10 years from now. What you think your life gonna look like versus if you had chose the guy with money who likes you more that pay bills? Which life looking better? That's the type of decision making y'all need to be making, not the cute guy. Cute guy, that path gonna run out quick, and you still gonna be paying. Okay, choose the one that likes you way more, that pays the bills. That path is longer and better. Okay. You said there are 4 species of prostitutes. Y'all are just one of them. Well, which one is your mama, D. Lee? Which species is your mama of prostitutes? Or she wasn't in it because she didn't even get paid. At least one leaving with some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At least one of them leaving with cash. Because you know what? When y'all leave the bed, y'all leave with nothing but worry that y'all might be a daddy and be put on child support. That's all y'all leaving with: worry, anxiety, hoping that you ain't gonna be the daddy. We leaving with full stomachs, probably from the meal you done took us out to eat too. Whatever money you done spent on trying to press us and date us and get us to the bed. And knowing we got other options. Y'all leaving with worry. What do I say to men who say a key that can open a lot of locks is a master key, but a lock that can be opened by a lot of keys? Huh? But a lock that can be opened with a lot of keys. Huh? Girl, I'm asking if he a locksmith and how much they make, and I'm Googling it. Is you a locksmith? How much y'all make? Sitting over here. Trying to sound like the Matrix, the broke version. Oh, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Who's that? Allison? Sprinkle Sprinkle. You say that's a dusty proverb. Girl, is he a locksmith? Because if he ain't, then why he talking about keys and stuff? You say it's a S lock, a city lock, referring to women who sleep around. Okay, well, I'm sure his mom slept around too before she had him. Y'all acting like women don't sleep around like men sleep around. Y'all acting like y'all mama ain't had sex with several. Y'all acting like y'all sister, y'all cousins ain't doing the same thing. Y'all acting like women are supposed to be holy, sacred. That we only are holy and sacred because you think we're supposed to be holy and sacred. You know why we're holy and sacred? Because we got options. Period. Okay. Whether we sleep with different people or not, we still gonna have options. Period. And don't have to pay for them. Okay. And I keep telling y'all why men try to shame women, because they already know you comparing them to the last one. Who's better? Who got more money? Who thing bigger? And they don't like that. They got to compete in all areas, not just one anymore, not just two, but all areas. Area. You got to be good in the bed. You got to have some money. You got to, you have to have more these days as a man. Otherwise, we compare you to the last one, or we hoping the next one gonna be better. Either way, you can't shame a woman who knows more. He just mad because he know he might not be better than the last one. So if and he ain't paying no bills, girl, ain't he terrible in the bed, girl? He can't talk. I wish he would. You know, this is what women are thinking, right? That's why men don't like when women have been with other men, because they have something to compare them to. You said that's why men are better. Okay, well, go get you one. I'm sure his body count gonna be way lower than a woman's. Go ahead, switch teams on us. Who has a higher body count? A woman or a gay man? I'm gonna sit here wait and sip my water. All right. I'm just gonna wait for the answer. I know it's So y'all are telling me, straight men, if y'all were gay, y'all's body count would be higher than a straight woman who y'all claim is a woman who sleeps around or is a hoe. But if you were a gay man, hmm, I would bet a lot of money that y'all body count will be way higher. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and not have as much as a woman to show for it. He gave you his credit card. He said, get what you need. He encourages you to use it, but I barely put 60 use. Okay, well, girl, use it for when you need it, man. Just keep the number. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what I do. Keep the number when you need it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you want thin women, not chubbers. Can you afford thin women? Can you even afford a chubby woman? Can you afford anyone? Probably not. Oh, Elizabeth, sprinkle, sprinkle. Talk about what he prefer. Do you? Can you pay for any of them? Okay. He trying to get preferences. Can't afford one. No kind. You can't even afford a crackhead, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because they asking for $2. They willing to do something strange for a piece of change, but you ain't even got a piece of change. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you afford anyone? They can't. And they got the nerve to sit here and make demands. We want skinny women. We want rich men. Why be skinny for a dusty? Okay. Girl, why you working out so hard? Girl, it's dusty. And say he on. Girl, let me get to the gym too. I need to be a dusty. So when bill time come, he could I can pay it. My own bill. Yep. I'm gonna be snatched. Yeah, girl, because you know dusties are the goal. Nope. Girl, get your money. Not worry about what a dusty thinks. He ain't got no he don't have money to make no demands. Sorry, y'all. This is the Wi-Fi acting silly. He don't have no. We prefer men that come from money too. Okay, just so you know, fat or skinny, chubby or thin. We prefer men with money. Okay. You say you could buy all you hoes? Well, go pay for your mama house then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell her she could retire from Walmart. All right. Don't be bragging up over here. Go take care. Go take care of home first. Go take care of your bills, your child support, your baby mama, and your other mama. Don't come over here trying to do something for us when you can't keep it up. Okay. He gonna pay one water bill and talk about he did something. No thanks. Y'all ever had a broke man pay a bill and he talk about it for years in the future? Remember I paid that bill one time. It's like he want that on his obituary. Don't forget to put that on there. All right. Hmm. You said that's your man. He talking about the one bill he paid that one time, girl. No, you better give him some more so he could be proud of himself. Like, oh, you always talking about that bill you pay. I got some more for you. Okay. Should you give a guy a chance who chased you for 5 years? 5 years, girl. Does he got some money? Fiance is mad that you would what? Hold on. You was with someone on a break and lied before engagement. He was so many But he was with so many women and was living a sprinkle lifestyle. Now he may leave. Oh, while you were living, girl, that's why you need options. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always have options. Shoot. If he can't take it, then he shouldn't do it. Thanks for the donation now. You're a student who don't live what? Okay. You get suitors. Okay, you a live streamer? Where? Okay, it's private. Okay. But not up to your standard. You get people that spin on you, suitors, not up to your standard. How do you think I should handle them while looking for the one I want? You have to have main character energy and you have to demand what you want or don't deal with nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you start you telling people exactly what you want and what you require. If they can't meet the standard, you don't deal with them. Done. That's it. Uh-oh. Your provider, what got gingivitis? Girl, you keep telling me this. Are you the same one? Because someone last week said the same thing. Oragel, Listerine, Vicks Vapor Rub, ma'am. Sprinkles. Where to work to meet rich men? Nowhere. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all help her out because I don't know. If I'm looking for rich men, I ain't gonna be working. I'm gonna be not working. So I could go spend their money. He said nowadays women earn more than men and also demand that women have to be beautiful, sexy, and economical. Like, what, girl? If they mama ain't that, let me say something. Men want more than they can afford. That's why you need to find one that's financially intelligent, stable, and continuously growing his money and streams of income. Otherwise, I can't deal with that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, Sabrina. Appreciate you. Okay. I'm not listening to no man that can't do the most. You said air hostess for high-end airline. Yeah, private jets. Yeah, I said that in my old videos. Probably in some of my books. I don't know, but it's been said many times on this channel. How do men determine if they can afford you? Depending on what you want from him, you need to let him know early on during the dating process. For example, if commitment requires you to have him pay all bills, you need to know that he can pay your bills and his bills. Whatever your requirements are for him, he needs to be able to handle those plus his own expenses. And if you need him to make more and earn more in the future, you need to make sure his career is able to grow in that direction and increase. And also maybe his streams of income, he can have more than one. So that's how you know if they can afford you. What kind of lifestyle do you want? Is he able to provide that? If not, don't deal with it if that's not what you want. Now, this is for women who have those standards. Some women just want a man or a piece of man and will deal with anything. I'm not talking to them unless they're trying to change. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You only got 165? What? Your birthday Sunday and you only got 165. So far countdown is here. I need more money to get cute. He thinks it's okay and reserved a dinner and massage. Okay. Well, hopefully whatever he gets you for your birthday, you like it, bam. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Happy birthday. Um, what about ugly but rich? That's the best kind. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What the heck? Oh, Ella, sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, you said how do men determine if they can afford you? They got to do the math. You got to give them a number, and they got to see if they can cover that long term. Tips for shy girls bad at conversation. Drink. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is what alcohol is for, ma'am. Or some CBD gummies, whatever. Whatever loosens you up. How do you get a man to teach us about business and investments? My man wants me to rely on him so he avoids the questions. You get a book and read for yourself, ma'am, or you find some videos online and watch, and you take the time to teach yourself. Information is free these days. If you don't have the common sense to find it, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Or, hire somebody to teach you with his money. Either way, get your money. What to do? What? Watch the older videos. Buy my books. Everything is in the description bar. Get the books. Yeah. Y'all will be replaced by illegal immigrant women with no shoes. Good. We don't care. At least we'll be living the life we want with no dusty. Because we have a lot of ladies that are in the comment section who are immigrants. And as soon as them 2 years are up, they divorce your butt and go into level up. Okay. With some shoes on and half of what you got. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because they watch this channel too. You think they want you for real? They want your green card, sir. Okay. But y'all have fun with them 2 years. But when they done, they done. You got 2 good years. Make them count. What? What do you? What? This of the lady? What do I think of the lady who got mad because she was late and her date took her to Cheesecake Factory? He could have done better than Cheesecake. That's all I think. Unless he was gonna take her shopping afterwards. That's all I know. Like, if you taking me to Cheesecake Factory, it better be attached to the mall and we going shopping after. Otherwise, I'm not getting out the car either. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't care if I was late. I'm a woman. I can be late. That's what I do. But Cheesecake Factory was shopping. She would have got out that car for sure. Okay, I know this is the Cheesecake Factory, but look, it's the mall right behind it. I'm gonna take you shopping afterwards. Let's go. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. That's it. If it was late and the mall was closed, then I'm not getting out the car either. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, y'all can't make women mad with saying you're gonna go get someone with no shoes or an immigrant, because those women are looking for the same thing we are. You're just a stepping stone. Uh-oh, PC, spark, sparkle. Okay. And the funny thing is, let me tell you all about the funny thing. Half of these women who come over here and marry you for a green card and divorce you in 2 years will probably be an entrepreneur and a business owner before you will, and probably earn way more money than you even had when she met you. Listen, because I help all women all over the world. Okay. She will get out, get her business started, and leave you in the dust where you belong. I bet you she will. I bet you she will. Especially if the dollar is worth more than whatever currency in her country. She going to work. She going to start a business. She going to work for herself, her own business, or wherever she find, and she gonna outdo you, and her house gonna be bigger than your house. Bet you that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said that's what you did? I know it, because that's what we do. Women do that. The men are the stepping stone if they hadn't figured it out, unless they make themselves a part of your life that improves you. If you're dragging a woman down, you ain't going nowhere with her in the future, unless you're dumb. How do I tell a man nicely that he smells really bad and he spends a lot of money on you? Girl, Vicks Vapor Rub, ma'am. You know, when I used to be a mortician and we had to go pick up dead bodies and it stank, Vicks Vapor Rub, right under your nose, in your nose, under your nose. You don't smell anything. You just smell money. Okay? Okay. What if a man told you he expired, then ask him what his mama is? A man told me I was expired. Well, what is your mama then? The living dead? She sure look like it. Okay. No, sir, your credit card expired. Your wallet is expired. Go find you a young one that'll fall for the okie doke. Go take somebody shopping at uh, Forever 21. Can't afford this over here. So your wallet has expired. And if I'm expired, your mama is the living dead. Goodbye. Y'all already know. Okay. No Dusty can ever match me. I'm so sorry. They can't. Anything they say will be held against them. They got the right to remain silent. Anything a Dusty say will be flipped on them times 3. And I will always get my money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You say men say your looks will finish and have nothing left to give. Okay. So is their financial income or streams of income steadily increasing? How is their savings? Because they have this stuff today called Botox, plastic surgery. They have filler. I mean, if you get with the right man, they can afford to keep you looking as beautiful as you choose. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just so you know. What do you think about leaving men to escort to find men with more money? I think whatever you choose to do with your life, that is your business. And I feel like if you're young and it's legal wherever you at, and that's what you think is going to make your life 10 times better. I mean, if you can do that, why don't you just wait till you find a man that can just give you money without having to escort? You know what I'm saying? You just go find you a big lick. But I mean, that's your choice. I feel like if you could, if you look good enough to do that, you look good enough to just go get a whole sugar daddy and seal the deal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all see them old people, they be looking like they dehydrated, stuff sagging, big dark circles under their eyes. And as soon as they get to the mid spa, they look like they did when they were like 20, 30 years younger. So if you got money, you don't have to look old. Not in these days. They have too much stuff in advanced technology for any of that. Okay. Okay, so y'all already know that's no longer relevant when men say, "Oh, you look old and stuff." Okay, well, and, and next week you can look younger than them if you find the right man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said women age like milk. Okay, well that's what Botox and fillers are for, sir. Can you afford it, or do you only want to take women shopping at Forever 21 and pay on apartment bills? Y'all don't want no house. Y'all don't want no vacations. Y'all don't want no boat. He won't take young chicks shopping at Forever 21 out to eat at Cheesecake Factory. That's all his little wallet can do. But you know what? Y'all have fun though, because you know what? I like Forever 21. I shop everywhere. Okay. Young women need clothes too, so they can get to the next man. Okay, you buying clothes for her other man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You bill payer, sir. We ain't mad at no age of woman. We ain't mad at no woman from any other parts of the world. They doing what they got to do to get what they need to get to where they're going. If you're not a permanent fixture in their life and improving it for the long term, then we don't care. Y'all can't pit us against each other anymore. They all women are just gonna get their money and do what they gotta do until they see their goals. Okay. This is the only way he can get women's attention. I know, girl, because the show ain't gonna be his wallet or his bank account. Girl, this is the most he talked to a woman in a week. He all excited. All right. For real, why aren't they out working? Girl, because they ain't got no job. Nobody want to hire them. And then too dumb to start their own business. So I mean, what they supposed to be doing? You think they're gonna be on somebody's channel trying to figure out how to get money? You think they're gonna be on a man's channel trying to figure out how to be a man? No, they going exactly where they feel most comfortable. To the women they can't afford. Oh my God. This is their secret way of torturing themselves. Subconsciously, they're hoping that it motivates them to get up off their butt and go do something besides play them video game. Smart. Okay. You said, and owners of business need not to work, but you don't got no business. You have a provider man, but he says that you ask for too much and that you'll just take time. It'll take time. I don't want to be in my 40s enjoying like I want it now. He complains that I ask him for too. Well, then that's why you need more than one man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If one complaining, then get you another one or find one with more money. Okay. And then he gonna be complaining he'll by himself. Be like, you know what? You could be complaining alone or with me. Which one you want to do? Because either way, you're gonna be complaining. Okay. You said y'all wish y'all was trapped. We don't want to be like your mama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, I think women are getting your advice and they are executing it poorly. Well, that's not my fault. Okay. They'll figure it out. It's trial and error. They'll figure it out. They just gotta keep going. The target is the most important thing. Your man has spent tens and thousands on you, and you got plastic surgery, Botox filler, designer bags, and 5-star vacations and everything. Girl, good for you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle, yes. You own 3 businesses. You resell shoes, you sell French bulldog, girl. I mean, sir. Okay, that you sound like you go from barbershop to barbershop selling stuff out the back of your car. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But it's better than sitting at home. The IRS know about them businesses. I wouldn't have said nothing. You better leave them comments. He that guy that walks in the barbershop with dogs on a leash, purses on his arm, talk about anybody want a dog or a purse? Sprinkle, sprinkle. But hey, you know what? It's better than nothing. Get your hood hustle on. I guess that's why I thought I would do escorting, because he definitely will not allow me to see a girl. Ain't no man can stop you from doing nothing if he ain't your husband, if it's not legal. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Y'all be listening to broke men for no reason. So, that's up to y'all. However you allow somebody to treat you is how you allow him to treat you. Do what's best for you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, Elizabeth, appreciate you. Brittany, do what you gotta do. Because I ain't listening to no grown man who ain't paying all the bills or giving me what I want. I can't hear him. Okay. Why do men do this and ask, are you seeing someone else, but they don't ask for exclusivity? Because they want to know who their competition is, ma'am. Give them some real competition. No, I'm not seeing anyone else right now. There's no one behind you. I don't see anyone. It's just us right now. But I might see somebody else when I leave. Your total provider is into bondage and choking, but I'm not. Should I say, girl? I hope he like getting choked. Sparkle, sparkle. Girl, first of all, tell him slavery's over. Because I know what he is. Second of all, you risking your life to get choked and bonded for how much money? When you could go find somebody out there that ain't into none of that, they're gonna give you more. Try to find your option, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless it's a fake choke. The collar gonna be just loose. You got room. You better fake choke, ma'am. Give him the illusion. Choke on. Okay. You said, how do you ladies be finding these dudes? You know they find them online, ma'am. That's why you shouldn't be online looking for no dudes. That's what you gonna find. You said if he pay for everything, but you don't want sex with him, he want to sleep. He want to sleep next to me. Then get up and go sleep somewhere else when he sleep. When he fall asleep, girl, you know how to do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just couldn't sleep. I have to go watch TV. Uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Never mind. That's the name. That's not your name. Okay. You said these men like to choke till you pass out. Well, you need to spend his money until his bank account empty and see how he like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get his credit card and say, I'm gonna play game too. Call him and see how much I can spend till them banks start calling. Okay. See, I would never be that desperate, y'all, because I can get another one that don't know nothing about that. Y'all be too desperate to hang on to one of them. Y'all should have like 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one boring. He don't know nothing about that, so he don't even know how to use the internet. That's the one. This one want to choke you out to give you a couple $1,000. Okay. Tell him good luck and find what he looking for. This one wants to control your every move. Tell him he got little PP syndrome. Go find you somebody that allows you to be yourself and still gives you some money. Okay. Oh, Kira, sprinkle. Thanks for the donation. I'm not, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. We don't care if they're seeing other women. Are they paying our bills? Y'all are too invested in emotions when y'all start dating men. This is how they get you to act stupid. If they're asking you if you've seen somebody else, you don't ask them nothing. You don't care enough. When you care too much, that's when you lose. You ask them all the questions that you need to know to fulfill your bills, your money, your shopping. You don't care about what they're doing. You're not trying to be their, you're not trying to care about any of that. That's their concern. You are what they're trying to impress. You are what they're trying to court. You are what they're trying to make like them, not the other way around. If it's the other way around, you dating the wrong one. He said he used his dream girl on a date. You dropped hints about needing to be impressed. Date two coming up. I want money. Good for you. Hopefully he'll give it to you. Smart. If he was telling the truth, you'll know. So yeah, I'm not worried about none of that. Y'all doing everything backwards and y'all don't even realize. Okay. Mm-hmm. Doing your makeup as you speak. Sure, you gotta get up early and do your makeup unless you just woke up. You sleeping in today? Sparkle. It's noon. Well, it's noon where I am. Yeah, that was James checking on me. Sprinkles for how to take money from a man that keeps begging to see me. Girl, you need to beg to see that cash app or that deposit. If a man is begging to see you, you're valuable. I can't leave my house. I can't go anywhere. I'm trying to figure out this financial situation. Unless you got the answer in your hand and an envelope in your wallet, I can't see you. Sorry. How to softly tell him he needs what? What? You see this? Okay, I'm trying to answer some of these questions. Okay. Anyway, stop cooking and cleaning for these dusties, especially if you're not married or you don't feel like cooking. It's not a job unless you're getting paid. It's not a requirement unless you want to cook. It's up to you, ladies. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. The guy you're dating live near me and may see you on dates. Girl, y'all gotta switch the wigs. Sprinkle. Call wigs, ma'am. Wigs and different makeup looks. That's all you gotta do. Y'all know I can look totally different. Go look at my videos. Sprinkle. Y'all gotta learn how to make yourself look different. Okay. Get you some color contacts, a wig. Maybe change up your accent a little bit. Do your makeup different. Have fun. Is it all right to cook for him sometimes when he pays all your bills? Like as a special occasion, maybe. Don't make it no habit though, especially if you ain't married. Mia, sprinkle. You can warm something up in the microwave. You said you could treat me better than your husband. Okay, well then then we gonna have to meet at the car dealership, the house building place. Okay, you got money for houses and down payments to luxury vehicles. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, why am I dressed like a priest? I did not take a vow of poverty. I am not dressed like a priest. And this ain't black. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all want to see me dressed like a priest, y'all have to join the members area. If y'all want to see that dusty exorcism I did. And I was actually dressed as a priest. Then nobody took no vow of poverty. It's a joke. What am I being for Halloween? I don't know yet. Hmm. So you're trying to see those thighs though in the butt. Okay, well go to the strip club where they showing that and you got to pay. Okay, there are women who specialize in showing thighs and butt. They're called strippers. And you could go to any strip club in your local area. Make sure you have your money though, and see anybody's butts and thighs. Okay, that's what they do for a living. You might as well support them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Remember, just because a dusty wants something or thinks that you should want to give it to them, it's not a compliment. It's the equivalent of a dusty saying, I want you to have my baby. Okay. That's not a good thing. Okay. You're still laughing at the priest comment? Y'all are silly. Said Dusty scare you. Oh my goodness. Girl, run. You said they can't touch them women on stage? No? Oh, you don't want any of these demons to have your baby? I'm sure you couldn't afford it for any demon to have your baby, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Bickle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Good. Let alone a human. If they don't even want your babies in hell, that should tell you something. Say, nope, you're now. Don't have his demon. Don't have his demons. Don't have his half human seed, girl. Save your demon womb for one with money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all they're gonna say. Okay. You'll trick just for the night. Well, you better go find somebody that just needs you for one night, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, maybe somebody married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So they can go back to their nice home and continue on with living their life of luxury. Y'all think y'all funny. Y'all ain't funny. Y'all the one getting played. The guys are the ones that's literally getting played these days. That's why. Are these roles interchangeable for lesbians? I don't know. I feel that if you can make them work for you, good luck to you. I would say if you are the masculine lesbian and you're seeking a femme woman, that might work for you. Um, if you're the femme lesbian in the relationship that likes masculine, or the woman that actually wants to be like a man, usually those are women who used to be straight and they no longer want to deal with men, period. And so they go for a masculine woman. I would say would work better in that circumstance. But I don't know about any other types of relationships, so I couldn't tell you. Mhm. So I don't know what to tell you. If I could say that whatever you tell them your standards are, that's what they got to do, and if they want to be with you, I don't know. It can't. It say if he cried to have sex, cry, and follows you to sleep in the bed with him, I can't sleep. Girl, if he crying, cry. Girl, he ain't getting none anyway if he's sitting over there crying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Cry? That's the best way not to get some. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do you think what? If he ain't singing and sound like he crying, okay, there's a difference. Y'all remember them old begging songs? That's the only time I'm talking about. If you sitting here dropping tears, you got to go. If you a man. What should you do if your man want an open relationship? I mean, he already got one, so you might as well have one too, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That means it's time to replace him with somebody with more money. That's all I heard. Oh, it's time to replace you with some more money. You ain't said nothing but a word. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's all I heard. It was time to go find somebody with some more money. Yeah. Like the women don't hear that. Women don't hear the words open relationship. Women here go find somebody with more money. While you go spend more money on somebody. Switch, flip. And she leaves with usually more. That means he wants to go find your replacement before y'all rush into the divorce just to see if he can. But he already know he can't. So that's why he wants to open the relationship. Go find your replacement, man. That's it. Okay. You said Uno reverse. What if he still view your story but don't follow you and say that we will not be together? I'm not worried about nobody on social media. Why are you still worried about somebody on social media who ain't paying no bills? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You wasting your time and energy, man. Okay. Your fiance expects you to pay the utilities. How do you get out of it? Don't pay him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say, I ain't getting married to you if this is how it's gonna be. You got to practice how it's gonna be when we get married. I mean, you got to pay the bill. If not, I go find somebody to cover this little chunk of change. How do you think about young engineers if you are also young? I don't think about young. Young might think about me, but I don't think about young. I think about getting this money. I mean, I might look young, but I ain't, I'm getting this money. Why do I do my mouth like that? Because I can. Because I don't have to do what other people tell me to do. I'm free. I can do whatever I want, move my mouth in any direction I want, and still get paid. Okay. Your friend is here watching with you. She has a new sugar daddy who already gave her 5K. He into dark magic and devil worship. Should she proceed, girl? So he's into dark magic and devil worship. So is he worshiping her? And is she the devil? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Find out who he worshiping and if it's her. Some men say women are the devil. Oh, should you wear your fro on a date if you're a man? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. It depends on what it looks like. I don't know who you dating. Do they like froze? I don't know. I don't offer consultation. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. I at least try to put it up or something, make it look nice. So here's my thing. Unless unless he considers your friend the devil, I'm not dealing with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Satanism is a religion. She didn't say anything about Satanism. She said devil worship. Obviously, she the devil. Okay. As long as he worshiping her, I don't see no problem with it, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All she got to do is tell him she the devil, and he'll just worship her. See how quick and easy that is? All right. Okay. Well, you a devil worshiper? You into dark magic? Okay. Well, I'm the devil. What we gonna do? Girl, flip the script and get your money still, always, forever. You say you gotta believe in something. Might as well believe in me. Exactly. You can't scare nobody who crazy. They just gonna scare you worse. Like, guess what? Guess who the devil really is? For now, that's who you worshiping and giving tithes and offerings to. Guess what? Ain't nobody scared of that. There are more women out here scared of a dusty than scared of the devil. Okay. That's crazy. It's like, oh, I don't care about the devil worship as long as you ain't dusty. Because I'm the devil. You gonna worship me. You just take your place. Okay. They're already calling us evil. They're already telling us we this and we that. So obviously we something. But they still here and they still chasing. And they still want to pay. So guess what? Do what you gotta do, ladies. The devil is alive. Okay. What do you do about men that blames you for all his bad dreams? Ask for more money, man. You want him to stop? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's gonna cost you. Do you think men hate women? No. I think men hate themselves because they can't afford the type of women they want. But they project their anger and hate on the women they can't afford because they're really mad at themselves. So therefore, It seems like that they hate women, but they don't. They just need to get some money. That's all. Men wouldn't be so angry if they had money. Some men. You know that song, Money Ain't a Thing? Or I got 99 problems, but a B ain't one. Okay. Why is that? Because he got money. Most men that have money ain't sitting up here hating on women. They don't have to because they got money. You know, women can hate on men. And some of them like it. It's a thrill. Some women that talk trash to men, they like it. You're like, ooh, she funny. She evil. She ain't right. But they can't stop listening. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Why do some men treat women like objects and just want to F them? Because that's what they see them as, an object. Just like when some women see a man, they see a wallet. Same thing. It's right. If you don't want to be seen as a wallet, then you have to offer more than just money. If you don't want to be seen as an object, as a woman, you have to deal with men who don't want to sleep with you right away. Okay, because all men gonna want to sleep with you. I'm just find the ones that want to spend on you first. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The only what? You say you like to have me as your wife? You need to like to have some money first, like a lot. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because I don't know if you could deal with me. Okay. How can you tell if a man is playing you or not? If all your bills ain't paid, he playing you. Them bills paid, you good. You got money to spend, you good. You ain't got to work, you good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That's how you know. He ain't playing you if you ain't got the clock in nowhere. He ain't playing you if you got everything you want and need. He's not playing you if you got everything you want and need. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got $1? Well, save it, sir. You're gonna need it. Okay. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't have to do with money, then it doesn't have to do with me. Duh. You don't care what? You don't care what no one says. You're doing God's work and being broke is not the root of evil. Yes. Uh, Here's my thing. The people that use religion to validate poverty, do y'all know how the church got so rich? They lie. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you think men should have get money from their girl if their girlfriend is a stripper? You need to be out there stripping too then. They can put their stripping funds together and build a stripper kingdom or a strip club. And hopefully they both in the closet and don't really want each other and just about that money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what it sounds like to me. All right. Am I married? Well, my husband just came in here and I got a ring on and I got 2 kids and I've been here for 10 years with the same man that I took vows with. And I don't cook and clean. He got to find his own food. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Plus, we eat totally different things. Like I'm vegan or plant-based, and he's not. So I ain't got the cooking. Anyway, would I forgive cheating? Only if I'm living very well and I can go do the same thing. Okay. All right, y'all. Like I gotta go. But I thank all of y'all so much for all the donations that y'all sent. Sprinkle, sprinkle, everyone. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all become a member if y'all want to see the other videos that aren't available to everyone. There's some funny ones in there. And I'll see y'all in the next one.